morning. This is Miss Judy. I wanted to share another card that I've been working on this week, and it is from the Artiste Close to My Heart Cricut cartridge, and it's called a pop-up card. And I've always wanted to try and figure out how to do one of those, and ooh, thank goodness they had one in the new cartridge, and it's easy. I was very pleased. But anyway, it is found on page 50 in the book. Let me find that real quick. I thought I had it marked. Okay. Page 50 in the manual, you have the cut for a pop-up card, and not only did they have one, but they have two. One is called Hello and one is called Love, and so I did the Hello card. And then if you look at your assembly booklet, cool, right, you will find the instructions, thank goodness, on page let me find that, 23. No, page 35. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not very organized today. Which, that one is 25, page 25. Ah, here we go. This shows how to put the card together. What you will be cutting are two pieces. You'll be cutting the base, which you fold in half. Then you'll be cutting the inside part, which is the pop-up part. And in the assembly guide, it shows you exactly how to do the folds so that it pops up like this. So when you put it inside your card and you attach it, glue it down, your card is folded. And then when you open up the card, you have your hello. I call it my surprise card. But what I did was, I made two so far, and I'm just loving making them. What I did on the pop-up part, I put a piece of coordinating paper in the back part so that it would show through, and take just a little edge off the plainness, but you could, like, I practice on a black and white, and it really is neat contrast to have black and white. Of course, the blue on blue is fine, or any color together is fine, but what I did was kind of fancy mine up a little bit. I put our glitz on the lettering to give it a little sparkle, and that way when I put my card together, it had a cute little effect. I designed one using the clementine paper, and I designed one and put some ribbon going this way, and then I made a medallion, and I'll go over that with you. I mean a rosette, go over that with you in just a second. But I fixed one going that way, and it pops up. And then I fixed another one that has the ribbon going across instead of the up and down ribbon, and has a rosette on it, and surprise, pops up. So let me run over the medallion part with you real quick, our rosette, excuse me. On page 50 in the handbook, there are several rosettes, and one of the neat things that they've done, again, improving on their product so much, is the score lines are on there for you. You don't have to score it. All you do is cut it out and make the folds. And the instructions, yahoo again, are on page 23, and it gives you the details on how to put the rosettes together. I'll do one real quick. When you cut it out, of course you have your strip. You cut two for each one of this size. I cut them at 1 inch. Then you do your folds, and it's just so simple with these score lines already in there. You just fold, and the score lines help to fold it right where you want it to be. I mean, I'm not very good at doing this folding stuff, and I kind of have stayed away from some of these rosettes, but I'm going to be using more of these because they're so easy now. And you can, of course, cut it any size you want. The larger, more inches you make it, of course, the larger your rosette will be. So what I did, I put 2 of these, and it tells you to attach or glue right here on the ends where you're going to glue it together. And I'll use a little bit of Scotch glue, and then just hold that down for a few seconds. This glue dries pretty quickly, and I really like using this glue on a lot of different kinds of things. Oops. Yeah, got it. Okay, then you take your other end and you glue the ends together. And I've made some of these before, and I always think, man, I wish I was an octopus, because you almost need at least 3 hands. It could be 4 would be handy, because they are a little tricky when you start to fold it out and put your anchor on there. But I'm trying to figure out how to get it done, and so anyway, once you've got it attached, then you take your medallion and you just kind of open it up. There's several different ways. I've seen people open these up lots of different ways, but I just kind of scrunch around till I get it working. Maybe that's not the best way, but that works for me. So there it is. And see how it pops up? Well, don't worry if it pops up. You can just pop it back down and get the medallion. You can spread them out a little bit if you wish, or you can have it real tight. Then you want to make your anchor piece. So I've made circles with the paper, and I'm using just the glue. I've seen people use hot glue guns, and that probably is the good thing to do, a smart thing to do. But for me today, I'm just going to use glue because I don't have my glue gun out. So this is where you need your octopus hands. You have to hold this down. You have to pick up your dot, which I always drop, and then you place it in the center of the rosette. And like I said, I am not good at doing this yet, but I'm working on it. I think for me, and I don't know about any of you all, but practice makes perfect. That's what I used to be told when I was young and learning how to play the piano. Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. If you will practice, then perfect you'll be. Oh, I can hear that now. But anyway, that's very true. And so I'm practicing and trying to get this a little bit better as I go along. Once this is kind of set, then you want to turn it over and put the anchor on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and put my glue. I'll flip it over, and then I'll put my anchor on the other side and hold it down. And okay, that will have that one done. All right. Now I'm going to let that dry, and I have one that I've already put together, and I'll show you what I did for my card, because I didn't want to just put the rosette on plain. So I found a little flower and a little sequin accent, and I cut out a back for the rosette, page 34 in the Cricut cartridge. I'm sorry, 35. Page 35 in the Cricut cartridge. And this cartridge is great. You look for, you're looking for a shape, you can find it on here. It's just wonderful. And of course, using the Cricut Craft Room or your machines, you can size them to any size you want. I felt like this shape looked really cool with the rosettes that I'm doing. And so this is the shape, and I inked in cocoa, and then I just attached it to the back, and then I put my embellishments on the front, and they were ready to go on the front of my card. I'm not real happy with the center of this one, so I'm going to do something else. I'm not sure what, but I kind of put my finger in the glue, which I commonly do, and like I said, I need to be called the super messy scrapbooker. And then here's the other one that has the string, the ribbon going up and down. And there's the rosette on that one with a little trim on that. So, thank you so much for watching as I do this video for you. And I'd like to say hello. And then I'd like to say goodbye. Ta-da!